Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to look at connecting the Dusk FSM and QuickBooks Online for streamlined accounting. From the Dusk FSM platform, navigate down the left menu to Admin, System Settings, and then General. Click the plus icon next to Integrations at the top and choose the QuickBooks Online logo. Click that and then choose your QuickBooks Online instance, confirm you're happy with the connection, and press Connect. We're now presented with a screen that shows a number of options for customers, suppliers, products, and accounts. At the top, you'll see your company name. You can test the connection here by pressing the button, and that should return a green status of success, indicating that the connection is established. Within the Customer section is the option to retain the source of truth in QuickBooks Online. Most customers do retain their source of truth in QuickBooks Online, so we recommend that that is ticked. That means that any updates made in the Dusk FSM will not overwrite the customer in QuickBooks Online. However, updates made in QuickBooks Online to the customer record will overwrite that same customer in the Dusk FSM. The next tick box is to automatically synchronize new customer records from QuickBooks Online to the Dusk FSM. It's important that the customer auto synchronization is ticked if you do want to create new customers in QuickBooks Online for jobs without visiting this screen each time. If that option isn't ticked, a manual sync will be needed each time a new customer is required in the Dusk FSM after adding them to your QuickBooks Online account. To do this, their name can be typed in the drop-down list and then click the Synchronize button. The same functionality applies for suppliers and products. Retaining QuickBooks Online as the source of truth can be ticked or unticked here based on your preference. If you're adding in new suppliers or products to QuickBooks Online, and you do want to create purchase orders for them from the Dusk FSM, auto synchronization will need to be ticked. The bottom section is the QuickBooks Online account codes that you want to be available for allocation of costs for quotes, invoices, purchase orders, or RFQs in the Dusk FSM. By ticking the Synchronize account, and then ticking the respective account name and number, it will be available, which we'll have a look at in a moment. Let's jump in. In this customer screen, we're going to look at Amy's Bird Sanctuary in QuickBooks Online. We've been able to choose that customer and can now perform a manual synchronization here in the Dusk FSM. Amy's Bird Sanctuary is now in the Dusk FSM for work to be allocated to. The next one we're going to do is synchronize a supplier, which is Books by Bessie. Then we head back to the settings screen. We're going to manually sync this one, just to bring them in. And then the third one we're going to look at is a product which is called Materials in the Dusk FSM. We're going to take the product called Installation in QuickBooks Online, and we can then find that in the drop-down list for synchronization into the Dusk FSM. From here, we can also edit that material. We can put stock levels and more within the Dusk FSM for management. This ensures that the correct inventory levels are available for field work. The next stage is to create an invoice. Here we see there isn't an invoice yet in QuickBooks Online. Now let's click Add Invoice, which is from the main Sales Orders menu on the left. Select our customer, which is Amy's Bird Sanctuary. Then choose the material, which we've just synchronized, called Installation. Choose a quantity which corresponds with the quantity that's in the platform, and then save it. What we're doing here is adding in some additional account codes so that we can assign the costs correctly. We can manually synchronize those as we tick them to see them update in real time. If we do realize that we've missed one, we can go into the settings section, tick it, and click on Sync Accounts again. When the correct accounts are there, we can go into the drop-down list for the account code and select it. Once selected, save it, and then it can be sent to QuickBooks Online. You'll see a successful message appear at the top when it has been sent, and then on the summary screen, we'll be able to see it in a moment. Here it is back in QuickBooks Online. It's been sent through and it's ready for processing by your finance team at the QuickBooks Online end. In the summary level here, we can see the icon there on the right end, which indicates it's been sent successfully. The next one we'll do is look at expenses in QuickBooks Online, which is linked to purchase orders in the Dusk FSM. I'll create a new purchase order, and I'll assign it to the supplier of books by Bessie. And the customer of Amy's Bird Sanctuary. From here, I'll again select Installation and then save it. And we will then have a look again at the purchase order and send it to QuickBooks Online. And in expenses, we can see Books by Bessie, which is the purchase order that's come in with 0 quantity. Finally, in here, I'm going to send an invoice for a new customer that's been created in the Dusk FSM over to QuickBooks Online. In this case, it's XYZ Plumbing. I've saved that customer, so I'll click Send to QuickBooks Online. Let's jump back in and watch this synchronization happen. We'll find that one right at the very bottom in a moment, which means that a new customer that's had a job performed for them in the Dusk FSM can be invoiced for that work out of QuickBooks Online. I'll click the Send to QuickBooks Online button, and we can see that customer within QuickBooks Online in a moment at the very bottom and their invoice ready to be sent out. I hope you found this video helpful in learning how to connect QuickBooks Online to the Dusk FSM. By integrating the two, you can streamline your invoicing and accounting processes, saving time and reducing manual errors. If you have any questions or need assistance, our support team is here to help. Thank you.